All right, all right. Hello, everyone. Welcome along to this live stream. We've got an exciting one here. This is the team draw for the Jamaican Tody Jamboree, which is our latest and greatest tournament that we have got for you here. So, yeah, as the name suggests, as the title of this stream suggests, we are having a team tournament, which is always exciting. And I think one of the most exciting parts of that is the start here, where you're going to find out who your teammates are going to be. Before we get into that, I have got a co-host to introduce you. This is the tournament organizer, Mogalodon, who's going to talk you through the rules. How are you doing today, Mogalodon?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thank you. How you been?
I am doing well. I'm super excited
Sweet.
because, as I say, love these team draws, love these team tournaments. So looking forward to
Super
finding out
fun.
who I'm going to be teamed with for this one.
Yeah, who's stuck with me? I am stoked. Cannot wait. I want to thank every single one of you for signing up. We have 128 players in this tournament, and those players will be making up 32 teams. That means 4 people on each team. These teams will be put into 8 groups, and within those groups, you'll be playing everyone who is not on your team. So as we start to fill in your teams today, you'll get a sneak peek of who you will be playing soon.
Indeed.
And remember, the top team in each group will be advancing to that next knockout round.
Exciting stuff. So yeah, lots and lots of teams, lots and lots of players. We have got some work to do to find out who you're going to be teamed with. So yeah, as Mogalodon said, we've got our 8 groups here, A through H, and then each of those subdivided into the 4 teams. So as we go through this draw, you're going to be finding out who you're playing with, but also who you're playing against. And that is going to be super fun. So I'll just run through how this is going to work. I'll make it very, very brief. We have divided the players into 4 pots. We've got pots A through D. These have been balanced based on the recent ELO scores of everyone who's entered. So we're trying to make sure these teams are as balanced as possible. We don't want all those overpowered teams. We want to have fun here. We want to make sure it's fair and balanced. So yeah, we are going to go through pot A first of all. We've got 32 players here and 32 teams. That means 1 player per team from this pot A. We're going to work through all of that. And then we're going to flip over to pot B and we're going to do exactly the same and start filling up these teams one by one. So it's going to get more interesting, I think, the further we go into this as these teams start to fill up and as we start to see who you are all going to be teamed with. So I think we're about ready to get going. I can see lots of excitement in the chat. If you see your name in the pot that we're drawing, and if you see your name come out, do shout and scream in the chat. Want to see lots of excitement, want to see lots of hype, want to see lots of support for each other as we go through this draw. So drum roll please, we are going to jump in. I'm going to kick us off here. Who is going to be the first player coming out of pot A and going into team number 1? It is June Pike, who recently made it to a tournament final, so already getting off to a good start here in team number 1. Everyone's going to want to be on that team, but we've got a long way to go before we get back around to team 1. We're going to move on to team number 2. Second name out of the hat here is going to be Ronster. So Ronster's going to jump there into team number 2. We already see these two are going to be playing against each other. I'm sure that'll be a good match. Next up, coming out of pot A, who is it going to be? Drum roll. Tension's building is going to be Labood. We go into team number 3. We move on. Team number 4. We're going to draw another player out of the hat. We're going to see who it's going to be, if it's going to load. There we go, Danko. Danko going into team number 4. So there we go, we've got our first 4 players in Group A already sorted. We know these 4 are going to be playing each other, and we know, you can see Danko in the chat. Super exciting stuff. You have got 3 of your opponents sorted. We're going to fill in your teammates later, but first we've got the rest of pot A to jump through. So we are going to go through over to Group B now, and Queenfisher is going straight into team number 5. That's the player there from pot A. Hype indeed. I think I did see Queenfisher in the chat right at the start, so they were in the chat early and they've come out of pot A early on as well there. Very, very nice stuff. All right, next team. It's team number 6. Are we going to get a name coming out of the hat?
The suspense is making it better.
Suspense is palpable. I don't want to click the button again in case in case it breaks and we get another. We'll click it again. We'll see. Nothing like a few technical issues to get us going here.
See. Maybe if I pop Queenfisher.
We have got Queenfisher. Oh, there we go.
Team 5.
We have got Shepherd. Is the next out of the hat. Very nice stuff. Moving on. There we go. It's moving a lot quicker now. Determinator.
There we go.
Jumping on into team number 7. Also, seen their name in the chat. So, Queenfisher, Determinator. You can start your feud early by fighting each other in the YouTube comments. That's what YouTube comments are good at doing. Next up, going into team number 8, it's Arceus. It's good. So there we go. Group B is now done. From the pot A perspective, let's move on to group number C, or lesser C, I should say. Team number 9. Copdog is going first of all into team 9. Very nice. Good start to this group. Who is going to add onto it? It's Carl Loves Ducks. Might have to rename this to Group K. For now, we'll see who is going to add to this. No, well, we got a J, so close, but not quite there. JJ Lig coming out into Team 11 here. Next up, to finish off Group C here, we have got, I'm going to say P-Cran. This is going to be the first of many names that, between us, we are probably going to be mispronouncing, so apologies for that.
Apologies in advance.
In advance to all of you. We are very, very sorry. But anyway, we move on now. Team 13, unlucky for some. We'll see if it's going to be unlucky for Ortholion here. Into team number 13. Going over now to team 14, we have Abiath? I'm going to say Abiath. We're going to roll with that. Team 14 for Abiath. And they are going to be playing against Herc, who is going to go here into team 15. Last but by no means least, into Group T. Hey, it's me. It's Group D. Team number 16. All right, Team 16, already the best team. We can probably stop the stream now. Spirit. But we've still got lots more players to draw. And I'm going to pass it to you, Megalodon, to go through groups E to H. So here we go.
Oh, here's one of those great names.
Fun one to pronounce.
CCG. Straight into Group 17. Starting off Group E very strong. Terracotta. A personal favorite name of mine as a gardener. Goku Matos. So as a reminder, these folks will all be playing each other. So if you're seeing your name here, you're also seeing your opponents. And Grudenstein, who you may have seen.
You may have seen.
Time to time. All right. And then moving on to Group F, Scared of Birds. A personal friend. Fractal Chess, who I thought was Fractal Cheese when we first met. Both great names.
That would be a much better username.
I mean, I wasn't going to compare. I think they're both quite strong. Stylo Plume. And rounding out Group F, Javine.
Ooh, mod on mod violence already early on. Very nice.
All right, and we have Sim, 17 for Group G. Not happy, Rick.
Not happy to be playing Sim, I think.
Zix is how I choose to say Jorn's name. Because it reminds me of a freeway off-ramp near where I grew up. And G's the Beast. And then finally for our last group, first team in our last group, we have Peace. Group of Death Alert indeed, Queenfisher. I mean, all of these.
Lots of strong groups already, so...
I would be thrilled to be in any of these folks' groups, and I suppose I will be, because of how this works.
Oh, yes.
What a joy. All right, Small Fry for Team 31, and finally... Mike 316 for Team 32. All right, fine. You want to take us back to the top for Pot B?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. So, yeah, we start to get a look at these teams shaping up. You're already getting a bit of a sense here. If your name has already come out, who you're going to be playing. But, yeah, we've still got lots of players to come through. And I can see some familiar names here in this Pot B. So, if you are in the chat and if you're in this Pot B, as I said before, do show some excitement and find out who you're going to be drawn in with. So, we're going to kick off Pot B. Who is it going to be joining? June Pike, it is Cloud. Cloud A. Cloud with 2 L's. There we go. I can find that name. Going there into Team 1. And joining Ronster in Team 2 is L. Trudat. L. Trudat there. Straight into Team number 2. And in Team 3, we've got Stalled Bird. There we go. Stalled Bird in Team 3. And to finish off Group A from the Pot B players, joining Danko, we've got the Flash. Flash, so lots of strong players already coming out here in Group A. No doubt we're going to get more as we move on here into Group B. Who's going to be the first one out? Nithin. Nithin is my IGN. Going into Team 5, joining Queenfisher. Very nice. Who is going to join Shepherd? Is going to be Slayo. Got a bit of the S theme going on here in this team. I did actually see someone in the chat asking, are we allowed to come up with our own team names? Absolutely you are. It is strongly encouraged that you do. And you get bragging points. You get bragging points for whoever can come up with the coolest team names. So make sure you come up with something fun and get those bragging points. So moving on, we've got Team 7 joining Determinator. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Smith Bow. Very nice. And finally in Group B, Arceus is Good is joined here by Low Fat. So there we go. We've done 2 of our groups. We've got a few more to go. We're going to jump down to Group number C now. I said that last time. It's just going to become a recurring thing now. I'll say that every time. Team number C or Group number C and letter number 9, something like that. Joining Cop Dog, we've got Rick Thistle. It's a very nice team already shaping up there. Who's going to join Kyle Loves Ducks in Team number 10? It is a Hooded Warbler, so we've got a bit of a bird theme going on there, as I'm sure we will do in many of these teams, given what we're here to do. We'll see who's going to join JJ Leg in Team 11 is Comtrues. Very nice stuff. And finally, in Group C, we've got Team number 12 joining P. Cran. We've got Oki. So there we go, Oki in Team 12 there. Moving over, time for Group D. Unlucky 13, but Turk is very lucky here. Joining Orthalion, very nice in Group D here. Moving on next, who is joining Abiath in Team 14 is Mascona. And I recently learned that is the Polish name for Puffin. There you go, fun fact. Bet you didn't know that.
I love that so much.
I certainly didn't know that.
So happy to know that.
Little fun fact for you. We move on. Team number 15. Joining Herc, we've got Warbling Warbler. Kind of wish they could have gone with Hooded Warbler, but, you know, you can't have everything in these team draws. And here we go. This is the most exciting one, of course. Who is joining me in Team 16?
No one cares.
It is Swiftly. Very, very nice username, and I'm sure very, very nice player as well. Joining me in Team 16. So there we go. Half the groups are done. I'm going to hand over back to you, Megalodon, to take us through the other half.
Well, thank you. All right. We'll start off with Group E. Capital Dave will be joining Suzuki. Suzuki, if you want to DM me how to say that, I would be delighted to learn. We got Zobi-Wan joining Terracotta. Nakatano with Goku Matos. I kind of like the way those sound together. There's like a similar...
Yeah, there's a good like rhythm to that.
And Salmon Skin Roll with Grubenstein. Moving on to Group F, joining Scared of Birds will be Ren, 85. And with Fractal Chess, Black Spice, 28. I must be hungry. A lot of these are making
me cheese and spice going together. Very nice.
I'm not mad. Nathan Root joining Stylo Plume. who I assume is our resident calligrapher.
Ooh.
And G True Dat with me. Oh.
Team Mod already there. Team 24.
Mod.
We know where you're going to end up then. It's meant to be.
I mean, I would be delighted. All right, welcome to Team 25 Peach, where you're joining Sim 17. And joining Sad Rick on Team 26 is Ravenous Anna, also hungry. Just birds and food. I knew I liked this group. Spake Me and SCX. And Xanda joining Geest the Beast. I will say all of your A's today. You deserve all of them. For Team 29 with Peach, we have Lemon Styles. And Storm Chaser joining B Paul 55. Small fry, more food, just saying. Mr. Saber. Making up the first half of Team 31. And then, well, who else but Michael the Grackle? Mike and Mike, okay.
Mike and Mike, Team Mike.
Cute.
Meant to be.
All right.
Meant to be. We are making some very, very easy team names here for you, hopefully. But there we go. We're halfway through. This has been a breeze, but we've still got 64 players still to go, and we're gonna one by one fill in these teams once again. So we're gonna go back round to Group A, Team 1, joining June and Cloud. First one out of Pot C. It's gonna be VR WizKid. Hype indeed. That was a very well timed entry into chat VR. You are straight into team number 1. Very, very nice. We move on now, Team 2. Monster and El Trudat, joined by Lemon Jello. That also sounds pretty tasty. The stream is making me very hungry, just as much as you, Merg. Next up, Team 3. Labood, Stallbird, get feeding geese. Well, I might be feeding on some Lemon Jello in this group here. And next up, Team 4. Danko and The Flash, joined by Ava, who is the queen of unpronounceable names. So I'm glad to have got that one out of the way nice and early here in this Pot C. So we move on over. Team number 5, I saw Queen Fisher said. Team 5 is vibing. Who are you vibing with? You're vibing with Sleepyhead. Good person to be vibing with there in team number 5. We move on to the S team, Shepherd and Slayo. We've got a lot of S's. Sleepyhead would have been a nice addition. Who is it going to be instead? Woodpecker Joe. Very nice there in team number 6. Going over here now, Team 7, Determinator and Smithbow are joined by Gravy Crane. Good stuff there. And finally, Group B. Who are we getting? Joining Arceus and Lofat, it's, I'm going to say Sparosity. Is that me being too smart, or should it just be Sparrow City? I don't know. You make your own minds up. That might have to be someone else I have to DM. To work out how to pronounce their name.
Sorry.
We'll see. But for now, we'll go on to our favourite group number C. I'm just going to keep saying it. And team number 9. Who are we getting? We've got Connor, no lemon. We've got lots of lemons going on here. I've never seen so many lemons in one place, but they're all spread out.
Surprising amount.
You know, when life gives you lemons, you play Wingspan. So good words to live by.
Reach.
Next up, Kyle loves ducks. Hooded Warbler in team 10. Who are you getting as well? We're getting GD Har 67. Very nice. Next up, Team 11, JJ Leg and Comtrues. You are joined by, drumroll please, Big Juicy Van. Very nice stuff. And finally, yeah, some of these names. These are excellent names, I've got to say.
Them so much.
Got some real creativity going on. And I hope, as I said earlier, hopefully we'll get some extra creativity in the team
team names.
Got to see those team names. But Group C, Team 12, who's joining Pikran and Oki, is going to be Falafel Waffle. I don't know what these names are doing to me, but yeah, I need to go have a snack after the stream or something. So I'll have a nice Falafel Waffle and some lemon jello maybe. That'll keep me going.
What a combo.
What a combo indeed. All right, next up, Team 13, Orthalion and Turk 44, joined by, little flashy flash of Sleepyhead. Well, you've already come out, so you shouldn't be there. Actually, we've got some names that are not being removed here. So I'll have to be careful because we don't want names coming out twice. Hopefully I don't have to flash up the old technical difficulty screen. I was hoping it wasn't going to come to that. We should be all right. If a name comes out twice, I will redo because we don't want someone in two teams. That'll be a lot of games to be playing. So
It'll be a lot of games.
A lot of games indeed. Hopefully, if I just click the button and move on, we should be okay. And we have got Ben Havens coming out into team 13 there. Very, very nice. But their name is still there. All right, you're gonna do this for me. We'll teamwork. We'll teamwork it. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, next up, joining Abiath and mascot is I'm Just Hen. Very nice.
Which is such a good name.
That's a good name. Got, again, lots of bird themed names. I do like how creative we can be, even with such restrictions on just birds. Doing well there. So next up, Herc and Warbling Warbler, joined by El Sapo Guapo. Very nice stuff.
Which is frog themed, I think.
I think so. This is a name I had to look up when I first read it because I thought it was just a mess of words, but it means there's something frog. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah. Again, very nice name. But we move on now to team 16, who's joining myself and Swiftly in this team. We've got Awesomeness. Awesomeness 3, 1, 1, 2. Very nice stuff. All right, we're halfway through this pot, so I'm going to hand back over to you, Merg, and we're going to wrap up the rest of these groups.
Let's do it. Let's finish pot C. Captain Awesome joining team 17. Capital Captain. Tushbit, which has to be said in that accent for me, apparently, joining Terracotta and Zobi-Wan. Brings out my rural roots. Alex, welcome to Team 19. Goku Matos and Nakatano. And King Pleb. Joining Salmon, Skinroll, and Grubenstein. Minu Chen, welcome to Team 21 with Ren 85 and Scared of Birds. I would be scared of y'all. Bloody L2. Ooh, that almost sounds like a little threat too. I like it. I see you, L. I see you. Smelly Cat, less threatening, but very visceral. Forgive me, y'all. I'm just commenting on your names now. They're so delightful. Stylo Plume, Nathan Roos, and Smelly Cat. Now making up Team 23. And finally for Team 24, will it be another mod? No, it is Clockwork with a K.
I saw that the chat was very much hoping that Swanna was going to come out there, but
it would be adorable.
You know, if you ever need proof that this wasn't scripted, there you go, because that would have been exactly what I would have scripted. So
absolutely, we just want to put on a good show. If we could have forced it, we would have.
Indeed.
Carcassoner joining Sim 17 and Peach on Team 25. Cube Dude joining Ravenous Anna and Sad Rick. Jorn, Bake Meat. There's Swanna.
Hey, on the S team.
What a
Very
delight.
Nice.
See if we can keep up that alliteration. I hear it's good luck. Chummy. Joining Jeez the Beast and Zonda. Team 27 indeed, Swan.
Very
you
nice.
guys are looking good. The Grim Reaper joining Peef and Lemon Styles. Who will join V Paul and Storm Chaser? I win at life. Will they win at the tournament? It's just as likely
Only
as
time
any
will
other
tell.
team. Only time will tell. Illy 420. And finally, Lana Del Ramen.
I have to say, this is one
of our best
one of my favorite usernames. I do remember when
so good.
I do remember when that came out of a previous tournament draw. I was very excited. That is
delighted.
Top tier username.
I hear a Lana Del Rey song every time I see it. All right.
That is what you want. All right, let's get these names back up. We had to delete some. So.
Check on pot.
Ta-da! We got the names back in like magic, but we might have to make sure that we're not having those come out twice, so we'll keep an eye on that. But here we go. This is where it gets super, super exciting because we've got these Pot D players coming out, and these are going to finish off not only the groups, but the teams themselves. So we're going to find out, first of all, who's wrapping up. Team number 1 joining June Pike, Cloud, and VR WizKid. We've got Kestrelli. There we go. First team in the books, that team 1. June Pike, Cloud, VR WizKid, and Kestrelli. Very, very nice. Moving on, next team, team number 2. Who is jumping into team 2? It is Kiraket, joining Lemon Jello, Eltrudat, and Ronster. Very nice stuff. Next team is team number 3. Who's joining Labood, Stallbird, and Fiend and Geese is ARC, Trooper 5555, whose name just barely fits in the box. And finally, to finish off, our 16th and final player in Group A, who is joining Danko, The Flash, and Ava in this team. Number 4, it is going to be Nico 1968. So there we go. First group settled, Group A. You're all going to be playing each other on the other teams over the course of the next few weeks. So that's going to be exciting. But what is more exciting right now is finding out who is going into team number 5, who's joining Queenfisher, Nithin, and Sleepyhead. It is Craig. There you go, Craig, into a very, very nice looking team there. Next up in this Group B, we've got team number 6, joining Shepherd, Slayo, and Woodpecker Joe is Bloody Good Gal. Bloody Good Gal. Works, I think, probably better. Yeah, works pretty well in my accent, so we'll roll with that. Next up, team 7, Determinator, Smithbow, Gravy Crane. Who's the 4th and final player in your group, or in your team? It is Emery Fox. Emery Fox. Very nice looking team. And last up, in Group B, finishing this one off, who is going into team number 8 is Agnes B Square, joining I'm rolling with it, Sporosity, Low Fat, and Arceus is good. So there we go, another group done and dusted, which means we can move on to my favourite, group number C, and team letter 9, who's joining Copdog, Rick Sissel, and Connor No Lemon. It is Amitha. You work that out. But there we go, into team 9, and who's going into team 10? We're going to find out. It's going to be Rex Cow. They join GD Har, a Hooded Warbler, and Carlos Ducks. Very nice stuff. We move on to team 11, JJ Lig, Comtrues, and Big Juicy Van currently occupy 3 of the spots in team 11. Who has the 4th? It is Carrot. 690. Very nice stuff. Next up, we've got team 12. We've got Peakran, Oki, and Falafel Waffle, joined by Sol Shire, who has definitely got a name that is too long for my box. So, apologies for that.
How dare you?
How dare you, indeed. But there we go. Team Group C. Group C is done. Those 4 teams are all settled, which means we move on to Group D. Team 13. Who's the 4th and final player in terms of... Oh, my God. Another name that I'm not going to be able to pronounce. It's Val City over here. There we go. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. But you join Ben Haven's Turk and Orthalion. And next up we got Team 14, who is joining Abiath, Muscona, and I'm Just Hen. It is going to be I'm Harlow. So we've got lots of Ims here. Oh no, is it I'm? Or is it LM? Oh, it's LM. I got baited, but there we go.
It's too bad.
Too bad. They'll have to change their name now. I'll request it myself, but very nice looking Team 14 there. We move on to Team 15. Currently we've got Herc, Warbling Warbler, and El Sapper Grappo. 4th and final player is going to be It's Hoppy. It's Hoppy hopping their way into Team 15. And last, but by no means least, joining me in Team 16 along with Swiftly and Awesomeness, we've got AMG 1649. Very nice. There we go. Half the groups, half the teams are settled. We have still got 16 more teams to do. Take it away, Merglodon.
Let's land this plane. For Team 17, Katie W. will be joining Suzuki, Capital Dave, and Captain Awesome. Congrats on the great team, guys. Duchess of Clifton joining Terracotta, Zobi1, and Tushbit. Snap Crackle. Welcome to Team 19 with Goku, Matus, Nakatano, and Alex. Will that be our last food adjacent name? We'll see. Marge Chias. I'm going to assume Spanglish pronunciation of your name. I hope that's okay.
That sounds like it could be food related, but I don't know. Maybe that's just my ignorance. So.
So hungry.
Yeah.
Joining us.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Oh. Kaisix joining Scatterbirds, Ren 85, and Minichen, Team 21. Blazing through Group F, B, Sam, H. Almost an entire team, starting with B.
A lot of B's in there.
Chest with Leon, B, Sam. I like it. It feels like they got moxie. There's something about it. Speaking of B, Renty 305 joining Stylo Plume, Nathan Roos, and Smelly Cat. And then finally completing Group F is Beandog. Beandog. There you are, Beandog. You'll be with Devine, G-Truda, and Clockwork. Down to our last two groups. Oh, hey. I've heard of this lady.
Who is that?
She's a good hang. I'll be joining Sim 17, Peach, and Carcassonner. Looking forward to working with you guys. Dakike joining Sadric, Ravenous Anna, and Cube Dude to round out Team 26. Oh, let's see Team Full be an S. Oh, no.
Oh, close. Near miss with the R.
23 and a gaggle of S's. Speak, Yana, and Shorn. And then finally, completing Group G is No Drog, with Geese the Beast, Sonda, and Chammy. All right, we ready for the last group?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Here comes. Let's do it. Camel Horse. Which one is it? It's both. Joining Peef, Lemon Styles, and the Grim Reaper. Yay. Sir Brick Bront joining V. Paul, Storm Chaser, and I Win at Life. Will it be Ducks or Palindrome? Ducks. Ducks usually lie. Little known fact, they do. They do usually lie.
Little known fact.
Ducks will be Small, Mr. Saber, and Illy 420. And last but certainly not least, Palindrome. Welcome to Team 32. We cannot wait to hear the team names that you guys can optionally think up. Please do feel free to send those to me if you want to rename your groups.
Absolutely. So looking forward to seeing those. And looking forward to seeing some pretty tasty matchups. We've got some good-looking teams here, some good-looking groups. Hopefully you're all happy with who you've got. You're going to be working together over the course of the next few weeks, battling it out in this group stage. So there we go. Thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And we've got a little bit of admin work to do behind the scenes to get this all set up and ready to go for you. But please do keep your eyes peeled. Do stay tuned. We'll get this tournament up and running as soon as we can. But until then, thank you very much for watching. And thank you, Molodon, as well, for going through that team draw here with me.
Thanks for making it possible. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you in the matches.